This is Inside the Film Room, powered by Echo Power Engineering.
Now joining me on Inside the Film Room, assistant coach and defensive coordinator, Coach Chris Kappas. Coach, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me, man.
So let's talk about this past week against Eastern Illinois. Defense had an absolute stellar game. Can you touch on their performance?
Yeah, those guys came out all week and they prepared every single day, and they had a great week of practice, and that transitioned right to the game. And those guys put in a ton of work in the film room, and sometimes you get bounces that go your way and balls that kind of fall right in your hand sometimes. But I'd credit that to their preparation and them putting themselves in position to make those plays and then making them when they had the opportunities to do so.
Jonathan Edwards picked up 3 interceptions. The last to do that was back in 2002 in Governor's history. Can you touch on Jonathan Edwards specifically and what this game meant for him?
Yeah, John, being a senior in his last year here, having the year he's having, and continue to get better and stay hungry, keep getting better and better every single week. I'm proud of him, and that's his strength, is his length, his ability to go up and get the football. And you can see it, when he's out there, he's having fun. And it wasn't just the interceptions that were special there. I mean, he made some big time tackles, made a couple on third down that, he showed up and had a complete game, and it wasn't just the 3 interceptions, but those were obviously huge.
Now let's take a look into this upcoming week against Tennessee State. Austin Peay did lose to Tennessee State earlier this season, but can you touch on the preparations going in for that matchup?
Yeah, I think our guys are hungry. They want some plays that came out in that game that whether we missed a tackle or missed a line or whatever it was, we feel like we left some plays out there that we could have gotten some stops and kept some points off the board. We played well in the first half, and then they got the best of the second half. So those guys, our guys, got to come out and that they see the opportunity to get redemption, right? To go out and fix the mistakes that we made, and we know that we're better than what we put on tape last time we played them.
Stepping outside of football, I know the head coach is pretty big on WWE. Can you compare the levels of excitement between the two of you of putting somebody through a table?
Yeah, I mean, grew up a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and really didn't know that about Coach Walden when I got the job here, but it's kind of like one of those relationships that it's good, and then it takes it to great because we both realize our passion for wrestling and professional wrestling, and we like to have a lot of fun with it, and that's kind of been a big part of both of ours growing up, and we've done the skits and stuff like that though. So and I think it's a great opportunity to teach our players who might not be old enough to know who Steve Austin is or Shawn Michaels, that they learn an important history lesson. As we kind of promote some of that stuff.
Looking at the offensive side of things, quarterback, we saw Lehman early, and then we saw Ellis come in the second half, and we saw Ellis be able to perform, and he was able to move the ball efficiently down the field. Can you touch on his performance and also him being named co-offensive player of the week? Yeah,
I'm really proud of Draylon, as we talked about. Been a hard past couple of weeks for him, but I think a ton of growth has taken place, and that's part of being a young quarterback, part of learning, part of growing, and when he got his opportunity, he was ready because he prepared every single day, like the starter, and when his time was called, he went back in there and he performed, and I think his maturity level is continuing to rise with every week we're in this thing. But I thought he threw the ball incredibly well, threw the deep ball incredibly well, and Dre McCray and Eugene Minner and C.J. Evans went and made a lot of plays down the field. Offensive line gave him plenty of time, and our tight ends, running backs blocked hard, blocked well, and our dang receivers made a ton of plays downfield for him. I thought Eugene Minner played like a man out there, going and attacking those footballs. And Dre McCray was a team captain, true freshman, but he doesn't waver at all. The moment is never too big for him, and so that was really fun to watch those guys go make a ton of plays.
Looking for preparations against TSU this upcoming week.
Tennessee State, very unique opportunity here, Jeff, because second time playing them. I don't know. I've never been a part of football season where we play somebody twice. But so that provides a unique challenge, but also some advantages in that too. Tennessee State, since they beat us, they got the best of us by 2 points out here at Forterra earlier in the year. But I really respect what Eddie George is building over there. They're playing with great energy, great chemistry, and they're talented. So we're excited for the challenge. And it's an in-state team, in-state rival. Get to play at an amazing venue like Nissan Stadium. our kids are fired up for that. But we want to finish strong for our program, for our city, and we want to finish strong for these seniors. And we took a step in the right direction against EIU, but we're going to have the will to prepare and come back and have a great week of practice to get ready for a really good Tennessee State team.
Coach, thank you so much for joining me once again on Inside the Film Room. Also, Governors taking on Tennessee State this Saturday at Nissan Stadium. And remember, go Governors.
This has been Inside the Film Room, powered by Echo Power Engineering.